How's it going, folks? So I'm actually going to be out of town for the next several days, so I'm pre-recording some videos. Uh, I'll be out of town for like this Friday and stuff like that, so I don't know if I'll be able to get to any of the new releases that come out Friday. Maybe I'll pick one and get to it next Tuesday or something like that. We shall see. But yeah, I'm gonna be out of town for several days, so pre-recording some videos. I'm gonna be like Eminem, cleaning out my closet. Do some videos from my backlog, things like that. Viewer requests, band requests, or in this specific case, label requests, some deep dives, things like that. Things I've been wanting to get to, but just haven't been able to fit in. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the next several days of some more, not like new stuff, but just some like requests and deep dives and things like that. But at any rate, I had a Brazilian label or PR agency, perhaps I can't remember now. Actually, I think as a PR agency, might be a label, but at any rate, Brazilian music representative, group of some fashion reached out to me and asked me if I would check out a couple songs by a couple bands that they represent, again, as a label or a PR agency. I can't recall now, but yeah, so there's two of them, but this is the first one. Not sure when I'll get to the second one, but I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, so this is one of the two that they had suggested I check out. The name of this band is Armiferum, and the name of this song is Against the Wind. So yeah, not heard of this band, so I'm going into this kind of blind, but yeah, let's see what we got, shall we? Against the Wind. Rangers, go. Wow, I have to say, I'm quite impressed. Very, very fun song, a heavy melodic power metal song right here. The guitar work, phenomenal. I mean, that is really the highlight here. Just like between the lead and the rhythm, and then the solo kind of going back and forth, and it just the melody, the just the guitar riff, it's just so good. It's so good. And then you have like the rhythm just really chugging through and driving the song, forward with kind of this heavy aggressiveness. Yeah, I mean, just the guitar work was just absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, I just love the riffs, the guitar melody, and quite impressive, quite impressive. And again, the solo, like just kind of like the bouncing back and forth between the two guitars, and uh, just stellar stuff as far as the guitar is concerned. And then the bass too. You saw that dude back there too, and he's just going to town on that bass. So sick, so sick, and the drums, it just musically. I mean, this song was just awesome. Just really heavy, driven, melodic power metal with kind of like a modern edge to it, but it just sounded awesome. Just awesome. A lot of fun. The vocals, it's funny because when the vocals had to grow on me. I had to warm up to them kind of, because at first I was a little thrown off because he was kind of doing some little fancy things with his voice. At first in that first kind of verse and whatnot, um, and it wasn't quite landing for me. It's like his voice was almost like wavering, from being in with the music and then kind of like falling to the background a little bit, sounding a little bit weaker, um, and just with not enough like strength, because this song is just pulse pounding. I mean, it's just uh, going crazy, very heavy, and just very kind of in your face. So his voice just wasn't quite matching up to that. And again, I think it's because there was just some interesting little unnecessary things, especially right when you're first starting, your verses. Maybe save some of the little nuances for later in the song. Maybe in a bridge section, or kind of like the first of like the final couple choruses where it's a little softer, the music, or something, so you can better hear, the things going on with the voice, because with the music just going so wild and it being so loud, some of those little nuances, it just kind of got lost in the noise, kind of. And so I was kind of taken aback by that. But then, he especially like when the first chorus started, I was like, okay, all right, because then he was more, like up there, with the music. There was some more strength in the voice, and then hitting those screams. I was like, all right, now we're talking. And then going into like the second verse, there wasn't as much of those little nuanced, things that he was doing, and so everything. It started. I started warming up to it. I was like, okay. I was thrown so far back at first that it really took me some time. But as it went, I was like, okay, all right, yeah, his voice is suiting this. He's doing a good job. He's got the strength in his voice, and he's holding his own in there, and it sounds good. I like the chorus. I like the melody. Not an easy song to do vocals on, like, because like I said, it's so loud, it's so in your face and heavy. But then he was doing a great job with the melodies and the chorus and all of that kind of stuff. And again, that's when the strength in his voice really kind of came out, and I was like, all right, yeah, this is good. I dig it. I'm on board now. But then there towards the end, he kind of did a little bit of that. It's like he kind of like drifts into like a falsetto, not like a power metal kind of scream sort of falsetto thing, but more of a softer kind of falsetto, and it just gets lost, again, because the music is so heavy. It just and driven, that little, when he's singing and it kind of drifts into that little falsetto briefly, it just kind of throws everything out of whack. So, there's a time and place for that kind of thing, and I don't think that time was, in this song at any point. So, yeah, that's just kind of a little nitpick of mine because I just feel like the voice gets lost a little bit when he did that. But other than that, he did a great job of kind of carrying his own. And yeah, really cool song. Like I said, I'm impressed. Armiferum, I'm gonna have to look them up. Really talented folks here. Love the music. Vocals really grew on me, and great melody. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below, folks, what you thought of this song here. Are you familiar with this band? Yeah, let's talk about it in the comments, and I'll catch you all next time. Ranger.